Engine 13, possible shooting in Club Blue, advised. We're getting reports of multiple people.
Breaking news, another deadly shooting at a Florida nightclub, this time in Fort Myers.
Violence in Fort Myers erupting overnight.
They're saying at least 2 people have been killed.
Stephon Strouder, a basketball standout at Lehigh Senior High, was shot in the stomach.
These are our kids. We're losing our kids to shameful crime.
It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
We as a community need to step up and do something about it.
Stephon was a tremendously talented basketball player, living by 2 simple words: do right. When we lost Stephon, we started brainstorming ways that we could honor him, and we came up with Beta through our AVID program. And I think Stephon would be really proud of it.
He really worked hard to improve himself academically. He was a good role model to others. He did the right thing. He was also an athlete with a bright future. And it just seemed so unfair that we would use a young man like this to neighborhood violence. Unfortunately, I've lost 8 students to neighborhood violence in this community. There were over 1,500 youth incarcerations last year in this community. Somewhere, somehow, we've got to do something differently. You know, we needed to build a program where we could start impacting these young men, where we could start teaching them how to be leaders, how to be college ready, how to have a sense of unity and a place to go where they were a part of something so they didn't have to turn to things like this. You know, not that Stephon was involved in anything like that and he was caught up in the crossfire, but it still starts with our youth and our community and preparing them with better skills to be successful. And that's why we created Beta.
Beta is a branch of AVID. It is Brotherhood of College Readiness. It's getting our boys ready for college that normally would not be expected to go to college or are doubted in our society.
Most of our seniors come in pretty good for the most part. They're leaders that we've already identified and flagged as boys that show promise and that other students already respect and want to look up to. But the biggest difference we see is that they take those strengths that they already have, and as we start mixing in their leadership curriculum and as they start learning more about what it actually means to be a leader rather than what they just naturally show, they'll drop that into situations with their friends, at home, at games, in class.
And they're not mean kids and they're not bad kids, they just are misdirected kids. And I just feel like they need a place to show that they can be better, that they don't have to be a part of the violence.
The boys are changing the community by going to the schools and volunteering. They're loved when they walk in those doors. I think that's the greatest thing, is seeing how much they affect others. And just the smiles on their face when they realize that they're actually valued.
Over half my class has a 3.0 or higher, which is almost unheard of for freshmen that you look at in the past who are not driven and not making straight A's, and the smiles on their faces and the push to do better.
Beta is a class that teaches you how to stay organized, how to turn a follower into a leader, and take that and spread it out to your school and the people around you.
Before Beta, my grade was 1.9, and now when I'm in Beta, my grade is 2.2. Beta helped me become a leader, and they helped me motivate. They motivate me to do better things. My teachers stay on top of me and make sure I get in trouble and make sure I do our work.
Boy, my 9th grade year, I was like, basically like, you know, I was like bad, like getting in trouble a lot, getting referrals, mouthing teachers off, mouthing like talking back, basically like I did mostly everything. Like I was just trying to have fun, like I wasn't taking it serious. And I ended my last year with a 2.6 GPA. So then I entered Beta, and then Beta taught me how to, you know, be a leader and stuff like that. So now my first semester GPA is a 3.0, so I'm like proud of myself because like that gave me a reason, like it let me know I can do it.
College mindset. You prepared to work for what I want in my life. I will be a leader for my school and community, so that others one day rise up to be leaders as well.
We've come a long way from where we began.